Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field so they can slow it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
That is incomplete.
George Pickens, the intended target.
And it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing. Prescott.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw, Purdy.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
This is taken at the 18. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Get set, get set.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here we go.
Now Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we're going to 54.
Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
47.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Pickens going in motion left.
Now Prescott. He hits Blue. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hey, kill. 40, here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Prescott to throw it.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Purdy.
line.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It's a turnover on down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They go with blue between the tackles. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott's pass complete to C.D. Lamb. 12 yards on the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. His throw caught at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go, 40.
On first down, it's Blue. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw is Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing. Prescott. Pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Prescott now.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
First down.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To the air again, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
From 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch out!
Purdy looking to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
16 brings up fourth down.
Purdy, big fourth down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They go again with Blue. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score Cowboys 23, 49ers 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble.
1-yard gain.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle him almost on the spot. That means that.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And a little bit of a surprise.